What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Shining Fireheart, and today we are delving back deep into the world of Lorcana. As you can see, we got one of the starter decks for the Lorcana, Azurite Sea, just before the next set of Azurite Islands coming in. I'm hoping to pre-order stuff, so be sure to keep an eye out just in case you guys get a chance to see the sneak previews of some of the cards that are going to be in the pre-opening, hopefully. And yeah, let's dive right in. Let me just crack this open and let's get into it. Alright guys, we are back. Sorry about the little cut snippets, but we did get ourselves the Lorcana stuff. So, as you can see here, we got all the little tokens, the little damage counters. They're all paper, which is not really good. Something you can probably get a lot more and better quality, but it's a starter deck. It's not much to be on. We got a free pack, our deck, our quick set rules, with variation for the ending to teach you how to play the deck and how it should be used. Honestly, Emerald and Sapphire I do appreciate as a mildly entered control deck type situation where you can try to take control. As you can see, we got some of our little Funkos, and I will open this up, hopefully get some good pulls, possibly our first Enchanted. I will state that the fact that a control deck like the Go-Go and all that is actually very good. I love the fact that they have it printed on both sides for the game sheets in the because last couple of sheets they've never printed on both sides for depending on which side you're on. Now you don't have to worry about that. It's so simple. Let's crack open the deck and actually look at our playable cards, see what we got, and just the synergy of the deck itself. So first of all, we have our 6-drop super rare holo, which is actually very nice. You don't get many of the super rares in the starter decks, which I'm vaguely appreciative. But yes, look at that holo art of our girl Gadget Hackwrench. And of course, we got a rare Go-Go Tamago Dynamic Darting Dynamo. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, some of their abilities are very good for the synergy. Next up, we have a Goofy, another rare card, non-foil. Expert Shipwright. This is when they're all cruising through the ship line. Oh, you came back. I love the Stitch. The Stitch synergy is always good. Hero Hamada. Gotta go for the Big Hero 6 on this. It is truly an epicenter. With Baymax coming in. Another rare. Most of these are going for rares. I will say I'm actually impressed. Clarabelle. Lady Clarabelle. We got 2 of her. Her synergy is basically most likely put up together to bring us together. Here we go. Honey Lemon. Got a couple of her. 2 to be exact. To work out with the Big Hero 6 synergy to basically control your opponent from going anywhere with her abilities, paying the 2 costs of the ink, and making your opponent discard so they don't have much to work with. So you can control what they have, what they're doing, and how you want to play it. Next, we have Prince Philip. And we got 2 of them in this deck. Good for synergizing with Ward. Honestly, Ward is one of the particularly good cards to have in a control deck. And honestly, with Evasion in this deck and Ward working synergies together, I can honestly say this is a beatdown deck worth its weight in gold in so many ways. It just needs a little ramp up. Megabot for an item. Got 2 of those. Basically gives you a chance to banish an item or damage banish a damaged character. Sorry, I couldn't say. And then, of course, we have to have a couple of Emerald Chromacons. These were one of the greatest synergies that came along, but honestly, the better ones are for players that love it. Here we go again with some more Hiro Yamada's Robotic Prodigy. Honestly, with the synergy that the Big Hero 6 came with this in the Azurite Seas, I will state I'm loving it, and I love the fact that they're going to continue it in the Azurite Islands with the dual ink class. And since it's still going to be blue and green for Sapphire and Emerald, I'm happy to see it because they're very good at what they do. Next up, we have two Wasabis. Good for gaining evasions, good for playing around and gaining lore. Next of all, we always have our favorite little chicken, Hey Hey. Not so tricky chicken. Honestly, I've never considered Hey Hey in any of the Moana movies a smart chicken. So the fact that it's in the Sapphire kind of plays along with stupidity being smart for me, in my opinion. Then we have Ludwig von Drake, which is another good synergy. Questing for 3 guys is definitely not a bad thing, especially since most steel are going to be able to take out the willpower, but being able to quest with him once will possibly be your intimate for your synergy of control. Then of course we got a couple of Pleakleys, which honestly helps you keep the control to your side. Then we have 3 Freds. Fred, the mascot by day, honestly, is a great way to just lore. It's just your way of pushing your opponent with a little bit of aggro to your control to say, I'm going to keep going. You have to figure out. And it's a 1/1 cost. So even with its low So even when this character is basically challenged, it gains 2 lore, giving you the control that you need. That in itself is put to its grindstone. Next, of course, we have my favorite character from Disney, Stitch. Honestly, I really want to see more of the Stitch line because there's more to the Stitch. They got an entire series for it. Disney owns the actual 3 whole seasons of Stitch characters, not to mention Leroy and Stitch, Stitch 2 glitch mode. I want to see that. So that is also good for synergy, not to mention gaining some strength, 2 drops. And then Heathcliff, gotta have him. Who doesn't want a ward butler? The fact that Fred is a rich guy in the movies is actually one of my favorite. Heathcliff being on the deck of this ship, just showing himself being calm, collected as always, still funny as heck. Of course, Alistair Cray. Honestly, he's not much for it. All it is basically keeping up for items, gaining lore, and putting yourself. So we got 3 of him. Of course, our great mouse detective, Basil. Hypnotized. Honestly, I can honestly say that poor Basil is being used by Jafar. And poor guy needs a little help from a good old friend, which we have here as Dawson. Another good companion. He is very loyal, very heart-sworn. And then we have going back into the old Cinderella. Or not Cinderella. No. Is it Sleeping Beauty? I can't remember. Anyways, she's one of the 3 fairies for that. And Merryweather, the good fairy, another 1-drop. Good for getting your characters a little bit of power. Then we have the good old song of Hepalumps and Woozles. I believe this is it's one of the songs from Winnie the Pooh. I can't remember. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Tell me in the comments. Speaking of comments, click that like button down below, hit that subscribe button, and let me know, guys, what do you want to see more of? Do you want me to do private deck profiles where I show you guys some of my unique decks that I want to build or decks I want to create? let me know. I want to see what you guys think of, what you guys believe, and how much of it do you guys synergize with for some of the decks I probably will build in the future. Both for Lorcana, Yu-Gi-Oh!, even Pokemon. I want to see it. I want to see what you guys think. I want to hear what you guys have to say. What kind of synergy do you guys believe? Next up, we have our yokai, Professor Callahan. Not much to him. He's a 1-drop, 2/2. And that's all I got for him. We got our Institute of Technology, prestigious university. It's basically a great way to gain a lore as well as increasing your heroes and basically any of your fellow blue and greens to get yourselves up a willpower to keep them going. So that could help Fred, Go-Go, Gadget Wrench. Of course, with the heroes, we gotta have Aunt Cass. Basically, she's there for your lore dropping needs and gathering your lore. Of course, we have to have the other Hack Wrench because the shift 4 for 6. She's quick and easy, 2 will, 3 or 2 strength, 3 will, blah, 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 and a 2-drop. From our Treasure Planet days, we have Ben. Honestly, one of the great characters, even though he wasn't in there, for support of gaining strength. And of course, finally, we have Baymax Healthcare giving us some damage removal. And honestly, helps with the synergy. Now, with that said and done, let's open up our pack. See what we got. And I'm hoping, you guys, that we at least, if we can, pull a holo legendary at most, possibly synergize myself with something enchanted. It would be a nice. Alright, starting off with Rabbit. Perilous Maze. Good for gaining lore. There's our bird, Iago. Jafar's loyal companion. Oh, Mickey Mouse. Helping hand, giving support for some good stuff. John Silver. Gotta love him. Hey, we got another Wasabi. Scrump. Good for some Stitch synergies. Oh, Basil, Disguise Detective. Talk about a good old disguise. And we got a rare. Wendy Darling. Oh, sorry, guys. Courageous Captain. Not too bad. And then Olivia Flaversham, the toy maker's daughter. A 1/1 with a quest for 3, not too bad. And then Galactic Communicator, Hollow. It's not nothing to sneeze at, but it is pretty good. And I will say, I am sad to say we didn't pull the Enchanted once again. I was hoping for a Legendary or some support, but c'est la vie. As always, guys, I do appreciate you guys coming to this, enjoying this, having some fun, some synergy, and hopefully for this deck we can build ourselves a little bit more of a synergetic control for it. Get it going. I might try to build blue and green decks, but I don't expect myself building them too often because I feel more strongly towards Amber and Steel and Ruby and Amethyst because I love the aggro and the playthrough. This has aggro, this has control. That's very good. but you gotta see where your hand goes, and that's all where it goes. Now, if I get a couple more of these and just put the cards that I want in there and synergize around that, I would play it a lot better. It would be so much more invitationally exciting because of the power drop that you can concede to. Not to mention the connection between the synergies of how much power in hand that you have. I still can't get my mind off the Galactic Communicator being an uncommon. Still looks so good, holified. I love it. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And also, yes, I went to MegaCon and I enjoyed my time. I want to let you guys see that because I definitely want to make it apparent that I wish to go a little bit more with the Funkos. Enjoy. If you guys see me or meet me, say hi. I know not a lot of people have seen my face or not seen my face yet. But if you are in Florida, let me know. And you guys want to play games, enjoy, have some fun, let me know. I'm happy to play some Lorcana, some Yu-Gi-Oh, some Pokemon, and it gets me happy to know that people actually are watching, listening, and enjoying the content. Let me know what they got, what they want to see, what they want to go about, and generally, what we can do about it, what I can do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And as always, quest on, because we're on the hunt for lore.